What's up guys, got another SIG over here, but it's a little bit different. This is 22 caliber and it's also PCP, so refillable. You don't need CO2 on this thing. So this is a little bit different over here. This is the tank in the back will be SIG Sauer, SIG Air, MCX, Virtus, PCP, pre-charge, pneumatic air rifle. There you go, 22 caliber. What else do we need to know? 30 rounds, that's cool, and it holds 3000 psi probably, like, and it says up to 700 feet per second. Also it depends what kind of BBs you have. I think I'm using lead, they fly a little bit slower. I love SIG, the way they package them is so nice. So looks like it have regular sights, no scope. And is it really pre-charged? Nope, it's on 0. For a second I'm like, oh wait, what's happened over here? Wow, looks short, but this, once you charge it, is gonna go inside here. We could probably put it on now. And then we're gonna charge it. I don't know if you're supposed to charge it and then put it on, but let's try it. Usually PCP rifles, they on. And then there's a stack gonna go at the end over here. And I love whenever there's a easy plug-in. With Hudson it's not so easy. So let's see, it fits really well, and then you can lay it so that way you can see how much it's filling up. But it also says on my compressor too. For those people who haven't seen my videos with the PCP air rifles, you'll need 3000 psi compressor. You see, it goes up to 3000, and there is a dial for safety. Right now it's at 0. So yeah, it tells me right here if it's too much, and there is another gauge over here too. And it's already moving. So very easy, you don't have to worry about bunch of CO2s if you shoot quite a bit on target and stuff and hunting. This could be a better way to go because it's reusable, and you have one of these and you can always sell this thing. So it's kind of nice to invest. Versus CO2 tanks, you'll have to get rid of them once in a while. So it's kind of nice. Okay, this tank have filled up halfway, but my compressor isn't powerful enough. It can only do halfway, looks like. It's auto stop. That's kind of crazy. So that's only 3000 psi. Okay, next thing we need to release the air. So that way we can take this out. Okay, that's pretty unique though. So one more time. You see it's only filled up halfway with my compressor, which is fine. I didn't want to overfill it anyways. Okay, let's see how many rounds can it shoot with a halfway full tank. Let's take the mag out. Very simple right here. Pull it out. Boom. Wow, these ones are way wider than 177 caliber. Got my 22 lead. Okay. And we're going to put them like that. Also, it should come with a tool. You can push it a little bit deeper. Let's see. Yeah. You could just use anything and it will plug in all the way. But you put them in first and then go all the way in. By the way, I would buy few strips like that. You don't really need mugs. It's really easy to replace into the mug, but it is tedious to put one pellet at a time like that. So it kind of makes sense, right? It would be nice to do it at home, a whole bunch of them before you come shooting. So definitely, if you buy one of this, definitely buy yourself a couple mugs and quite a few of these things. And I don't know if you have to do this, but you can pop them in so they don't fall out whenever you carry them. But I shot it before without doing this thing and it was fine. But you can just tell, if you have a lot, pop it in, that way they don't get lost and don't fall out. You see? Very nice, ready to go. And we want to put it in a mug with the tooth this way. Pretty easy. It's not going to go the other way. It's self-explanatory. and then you just go all the way around to that white one, I guess. And again, I have a target over there, just a plate, just a quick overview. Maybe we'll come back to this gun to test the power of it, but right now we're testing the accuracy for it. So I have steel plate, and I'm going to just shoot right in the middle of it and see where it's going to hit. But again, I'm mainly looking for a tight grouping. So the sights flip out, nice. Okay, pretty cool sights. Oh wow, look at that one. I don't know if I've seen that before. Can make it smaller circle, bigger circle. That's cool, depends how far you are. Okay, the stock is not adjustable for obvious reason, because it's pressure tank. But because the barrel is so long, it's not really a big deal. I can just grab it way out here and kind of hold it tight. Okay, that big circle is kind of cool. It's not so much for accuracy. Okay, safety off. Wow, this one you can actually charge it. You're supposed to charge it. Let's see. Wow, this thing is so much fun. I shot few of them. These are also much heavier. I really love the color of it, gray. Wow, and it feels like some kind of that composite wood type of stuff, like PVC. Obviously not PVC, but you know what I mean. This is so much fun, I love it. That's it, and whenever it shoots a little bit louder, it actually all out. By the way, with the CO2 177 SIG, the muzzle was so ugly, but this one looks like real, so it's pretty unique. Obviously with the PCP, air rifles, any kind of break barrel and CO2, you don't even need muzzle brake. They just look cool, I think that's it. But yeah, let's see where we shot. It's crazy, I was aiming right in the middle of it, and most of this hit over here. Because it's such a messy plate, I shot quite a few. Let's shoot some over here, just to see the grouping, because it's hard for me to tell. But look at that pellets. Wow, that's pretty impressive. That 22 PCP is still really full. It's like a 2 now. We're halfway. It's barely moved from a halfway, so no wonder this thing is so powerful. It's crazy. I mean, my tank didn't fill it up all the way. Okay, safety. This is awesome. I can see I'm shooting a little bit to the right, to that empty spot on the plate, and it's hitting it next to each other so far. Let's look at this different angle. You hear like boom, boom, way louder. It tells me it's empty. I'll tell you what, guys, out of the box, the grouping of this rifle is so good, and I'm handling it. If I was with a tripod on a table, it would have been better grouping. Look at this. It's quite powerful because these pellets get pretty much messed up really good. Most of them, look at that group. So yeah, that grouping for the most part is over here, especially first few shots. Then I start getting tired. I start going bubbling down to the side and down, but it's my fault. But that rifle is pretty accurate. It stays in the same grouping. I really love it. Okay, what are we at now after 2 magazines? We lost like a bar, maybe a little bit more. That's it. If you pump it up more than half, you'll have all day fun shooting. before you have to recharge it. And if you have your chargers close by, you can recharge it really, really quickly. Okay, I'm gonna come up closer to the target and we'll be done with the rifle. By the way, with my long hands, because there's so much grip right here, it's still very comfortable. That was so awesome. 30 rounds, semi-auto. It's kind of getting tired holding it and keep spraying it. Pretty awesome. So overall, what do I think? It's amazing. We're still on like 2, still full. I put 3 magazines to it. Usually PCP rifles with a much bigger caliber, you only put 3 mags and it's out. But this 22 calibers PCP is actually a lot of fun. It's not that frustrating, keep refilling it all the time. It's actually last. So yeah, it's starting to rain. I'll put it away so it doesn't get rusted out. But yeah, love it. There you go. SIG PCP pellet gun, semi-auto. Very, very fun toy for sure.